Hi there, Screencastify. My name is Kristen Huang, and I currently teach at Mountain View Middle School in Mendham, New Jersey. And this is why I want to be considered for the Screencastify Teacher of the Month. So let's get started. So just a little bit about myself. My name is Kristen Huang, like I mentioned. I teach Algebra 1 Part 1 and Algebra 1 Part 2 to 6th and 7th graders in northern New Jersey. And you can find me on Twitter at khuangedu. I graduated from Rutgers University in New Brunswick in 2016 with a BA in Math and Psychology, then graduated in 2017 from Rutgers University Graduate School of Education with a Master's in Math Ed K through 12. So this is my second year teaching, and I think the biggest change from last year to this year is that the online community of support and ideas from Twitter is where I go for my main source of professional development every single week. So I just want to give a shout out to the Math Twitter blogosphere. Hi, guys. And for me, I think what makes it so nice to be in middle school is that I sometimes get bored really easily. So I'm always looking for something new to try in the classroom. And I tell myself all the time, even if it's risky, I should take those risks because then my students are more likely to as well. If they see me take risks, then they'll try to take risks. And if I'm not taking risks, then they've got nothing to really compare it to. So I've got to show it even if they're still apprehensive at first. And the reason why I decided to apply for this is that I integrate technology and the Google suite of apps into pretty much everything I do, and Screencastify is no exception. I absolutely love the idea how technology, if you use it correctly, can not only change how you teach and it can alter your pedagogy, but it can make your life a lot easier as well. It is something that creates new options, whether it's just to engage students and get them hooked about a topic that might not be as exciting the first time around. And in math, we get a lot of those topics. But then also to really harness the creativity and weirdness of middle schoolers. They're delightfully silly and inquisitive all at the same time. You can go from topic to topic and wonder what the connection is between them, and the connection is the middle schooler, because honestly, no other way would you get from topic to topic, from serious to silly, all within a matter of seconds. It makes for a really awesome, ever-changing, always evolving learning environment, just like them. They're changing, they're learning, they're evolving, and they're discovering more and more about themselves and their personalities every single day, and I'm so glad that I get to be there for that. So, one of the ways that I engage students in math is to give them choices. And I just want to show you some of those choices that I give. So I'm going to swap my screen over here. And very recently, we just had a website project where it was completely learned via flipped classroom. So I recorded videos and I put them on Google Classroom, and students would go home, take notes on the videos, and then also go back into the classroom the very next day. We would practice with a few problems, and then students put it into practice. They are basically here teaching in a Google site as if someone didn't know about relating fractions, decimals, and percents, or percent of change, increase or decrease, and then they're giving people the option of a mini quiz to see their actual knowledge. It's almost like an exit ticket to really make sure that you're understanding it. So students got complete choice. There were guidelines that they had to follow, including 2-word problems, and also they had to do a find the error problem. So actually, let me go to that first for this student. They had to complete a problem, but do it incorrectly. And then they would have to ask whoever would be on their supposed math website for help to find the error. And I love those types of problems because then students are forced to think outside the box and think, how would I solve this not the right way? And with the Screencastify, this was built in, is that they had to, and unfortunately I can't see this one and show it to you right now, which is why I'm going to go to a different student's website. But they would also be able to show, and let me go over to the other student's website, they'd also be able to show how they would solve it and talk it through. So it was one thing to talk it over in words. So the main thing that they were doing in these websites was they were actually typing out everything that they would say if they were teaching it to someone. But then I said, okay, we've been doing flipped classroom, so then why don't you actually become the teacher and use Screencastify just like I did with the flipped classroom videos. So some students chose different topics to do the Screencastify on. So choice was embedded in every single thing that these students did, including who was involved and what they were doing. And I thought it was a really awesome way for them to showcase their creativity.
So this is relating fractions, decimals, and percents. Converting from fractions. Converting fractions to decimals. So I'll use the example 3/14.
And if I skip through this video right here,
percent is always over 100. So when finding a percent, compare them with 100.
You can see her creativity in how she's demonstrating it and how she's showing that she learned the math that we actually went over. And that's what gets me passionate about math. And I'm so sorry to pause this so that you can't really see the rest of it right now, because I have to finish this video and keep it in a certain amount of time. But that's what I love, is that if you give students options, you're not limiting them to just doing one version. I mean, as teachers, you get so bored grading the same thing 60, 80 times. And it's just, you're just looking for the same thing. But here you get to see their creativity and you get to see how much they would challenge themselves. And differentiation is built into the process without you really having to work at it yourselves. They're doing all of it and they enjoy it so much. Students were pulling me aside, not just to ask me questions, but it was to show me the work that they were proud of. And I love that Screencastify gives them the option to do that. So not only would it be awesome to use Screencastify in the future for more flipped classroom assignments and teaching ways, but also to have them showcase their talent. And I hope to use Screencastify in the future. And I hope that by winning Teacher of the Month, I get to demonstrate everything that I've loved about Screencastify and learn more from this community of casters. Hashtag community of casters. So thank you for joining me and listening to my Screencastify why I think I should be the Teacher of the Month, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much. Have a great night.